Irgendwo im fremden Land ziehen wir durch Stein und Sand, fern von zu Haus und vogelfrei. 100 Mann und ich bin dabei. 100 Mann und ein Befehl und ein Weg, den keiner will. Tag ein, Tag aus, wer weiß wohin, verbranntes Land.
Hey guys, it's me. Now please leave a comment, like the video, and most importantly, subscribe! Because these videos do take a lot of effort, and it is appreciated if you do. Now, please, let's get on to the video.
And it is the Desert Fox signing on. Now, for today's episode, we're talking about, well, a long-lost empire that I've wanted to talk about for quite a while on this channel. Now, you see, it's amazing how quickly people can just forget about something because people don't even, well, study that much about greatest battles in history, such as the Boxer Revolution or Leningrad, or the Soviet Union, how many deaths there were, cannibalism. People don't study or remember. Now, before we go talking too much about this long-lost empire, I'd just like to give a shout-out to these channels, please.
I would really love to give a shout out to these channels. This channel I'm showing to you currently is a channel named Crow House. His name is Max Egan. He is a wonderful man. He did quite a bit of research on this subject. There is another female with a German accent. Her name is New Earth. I could not find a photo, but please check both of these channels out.
Now that I've given a shout out to those channels, I'd like to talk a little more about this empire. You see, this long-lost empire was named Tartaria. Now, from what we know, all records of Tartaria disappeared once the year sometime in 1760, 1750 rolled around. Now, we don't know exactly what happened, but we have a pretty good idea. Like I said, please go check out those channels. And thank you to them for their countless research and study about this subject. But we do have a little thought to what happened to them. So there was a, well, ancient thing that rolls around every couple so-and-so years called the mud flood. Now the mud flood is literally like a disaster. Now I'd like to show you a, well, a little history of Tartaria in these clips coming up, as well as some of the proof to back up this even existed, along with the maps from 1600, 1500, and sort of around that era, because for some reason it disappeared. Now, back then, well, this would have been a huge country. It would have expanded from the farthest east of Russia to the almost France. So that's pretty big. It even marched down to Asia. Now, we just don't know what happened to them. However, we do know that a lot of their technologies were lost to time, such as it was a rebuildable glass that they discovered, and it was when the Romans did more of a siege on Europe and more Nordic countries, they went in there and seized a lot of that technology, but I forget the name of the thing they made, but yes, a lot of those technologies are now lost. It sounds, excuse me there, but a lot of that is now lost completely. So I'd like to show you the maps now.
So here are some of the old maps I could find. This was a one from sometime around the 14th or 15th century. Now, you can see it's quite a big empire. Now we have a better, refreshing looking map from the 1700s. This all disappeared once the 1800s rolled around, and we have no traces of it. It's lost to time.
Now, since you saw the maps, you can see that is a absolutely massive country, and what the map said was that was maybe one of the biggest countries in the whole world, especially at that time. At that time, countries were macro countries compared to what we have now. So, it truly is amazing. Now, we have to show you the lost technologies. Truly, those are the amazing ones coming up now.
So as you can see here, this beautiful architecture, but I'll explain it besides its beauty. This was a Tartarian, palace, or just a normal regular building for Tartaria, but I'll explain the science. Here is a picture of a diagram side by side by the building. You see, the one thing you can see on the side is Nikola Tesla's invention of Wardenclyffe, a wireless device that could transport energy anywhere across the world and produce unlimited energy.
Now, since you've seen that truly amazing technology, that technology would have put us to, a couple of 100 years ahead. Now we have tablets depicting great, pillars or swords with lightning. However, instead of a mythical standpoint on the discussion of this with Tartaria, the culture explains it from a scientific standpoint, which is very uncommon at that time, which is quite amazing. Now, I'd like to show a couple artifacts and a couple to the culture. Now we'll explain the weird culture and how it was lost and ruined to the sands of time in a moment. So let's get on to that. I'm sorry for how very choppy the video is, but I'm doing this on the phone, so please excuse me.
So we can see here that this building is Christian, Muslim, and Jewish all at the same time. Now, Tartaria was united under one race and one culture. However, as Tartaria split up, the cultures and races were associated differently.
Now, since you've seen the pictures, you might be a little weirded out, saying, well, this is a European country, correct? Well, correct. This is a European country with 3 different cultures mixed into one. Now, no, there was not multiple races in the country or ethnic groups. There was simply just 3 cultures. Now, from what we know, the Tartaria slowly broke up and split apart piece by piece. And, what happened is other slowly ethnic groups honored the old Tartarian gods. After a couple 100 years, we associated those ethnic groups in those regions with those gods when originally they might have been ancient European gods, such as historians found, white skeletons, Caucasian skeletons, their DNA read Caucasian, in China with Chinese emperor clothing on. They found emperors in Japan who ruled Japan, warlords, but were European. So what really happened is Tartaria slowly got cut off by another nation named Khazaria, which we'll be getting to in another episode. But for this one, we'll just be explaining Tartaria mainly. And you see, as it slowly split off, we had Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. Now, these split up, and then there was Nordic religions and such other things, but back in the Tartaria days, however, they used to be all united as one, and with great technology. However, after years being split up, divided, kings fighting the Tartarians, and they just couldn't handle it. Which brings us to the last Tartarian emperor, which you can now see here.
So here would be a picture of his beautiful wife, a painting sometime in the 1700s, sometime in the early 1700s, I believe. And here would be him. I'm sorry that I couldn't get a picture of him exactly in his tomb. I scoured the internet. I used to be able to get it, but for some reason I could not get it. I apologize. But his tomb did supposedly start World.
Now, as I was saying, he might have started World War I because, you see, around the day that his coffin was opened, he started World War I. And the day it was closed, it stopped World War I. And the day it was opened, well, he then once more, it basically started World War II. The day it was closed, the day World War II stopped. So, really, that kingdom is quite amazing, and it once said that what happened to his culture was they had the same thing that happened to us, a mud flood. But that mud flood for us was World War I. And you see, in World War I, there was major catastrophes. So, with mud, it's a very interesting coincidence. However, I do apologize because we have to cut this video short. But until then, this has been the Desert Fox, signing off.
Now, before the video stops, I'd like to say, please, this is some of the actual evidence. These are houses underneath the houses. What was part of the mud flood in World War I, and the Spanish flu was never real. This was the real thing. And thank you.